What's up, Hacksters? I have an extremely rare double feature for you. That's right, I was just live just now, and I'm back because, in my excitement over unboxing the Hackaday 8, Supercon 8/2024 swag bag and all the other stuff I got, I made a grave error. I did not actually plug in the SAOs that I was unboxing, which is fair. It was a long video already, but it's time to actually do that. I'm just going to go through a bunch of these that we looked at in the last video, which you can find linked in the description to this one. And we're going to plug them in one by one and see how they go. So here's the other video. Just wrapped it up, hung up, or ended the stream, and realized I hadn't actually plugged them in. So first up, we're going to do the ones that came with the official badge, the ones that are ready to go, which are this little touch wheelie guy and the spiral. Now, I'm going to see what happens, but from what I am led to understand, I'm not sure if you have to put them in specific positions. There's like a trick to it where if you perhaps just plug them in right or add some extra code, you end up being able to rotate the spinny dial thingy. Oh no, it's just doing it already. Okay, cool. And that happens. It makes the other SEO go round and round. Check it out. So what you may not be able to see as well is that as I'm doing that, this guy is also changing its RGB color. Along with flashing the little arms on the spiral galaxy on the other SAO. Very cool. I like how you can see the interleaving fingers on here as well. This is the danger. I will absolutely play with this and stare at it for hours. So I'm going to move on, but we may come back to that. Who knows? These are, again, official ones that came with the badge itself from Hackaday. And if you go to the official badge reveal post, you will see links to those. So the badge itself is designed to hang like this. In my opinion, it's not the most convenient badge. I tend to not wear conference badges in general, just because I find them large and obstructive. But so this one not only lights up, but it also animates. I find them large and obstructive. They're kind of heavy, especially because lots of them have 2 AA batteries. And I'm actually going to be working on something for next year that allows people to run badges off of dead batteries, ideally with the Jewel Thief PCB. So this is the Hackman by Instant Arcade, aka Bob. All of these are going to be linked in the description below. This is so cool. And again, this is the guy who designed a polar version of Pac-Man, like programmed from scratch, a polar, round, circular Pac-Man that you can play. And he's actually pretty good at doing it upside down because he wears the badge and demonstrates. Okay, let's get this in here. Did I get that position right? Okay, here we have the TARS one from Dave Darko. Actually, that we gotta get the there we go. Grand Central, Hack the Planet. Solid sentiment all the time. So this apparently has 6 different buttons, like touch buttons. I'm gonna try and figure out where they are. Oh, they must be these. So I guess it may not be programmed to use them just yet, but you can see all the cool stuff on the little LCD there. What exactly does that have on it? Ha ha ha! Looking at this, it has a Vodafone logo in the top left. It shows what appears to be signal strength. I don't think this actually has any kind of cellular connection on it. It's got a little RP2040. It's got a connector for the USB connector that allows you to program it. It's got a JST connected speaker, and then 2 little quick connectors for the SparkFun Quick system. On the left there for connecting to SAO I2C and badge I2C. There you go. And then at the top, what is that? Some kind of jumper thingy. Or probably test points, actually. Or possibly for programming in bulk for pogo pins or something. 2 more points over there. Those look more like test points or pogo pin points, but curious about this one. Could be a jumper. That is the TARS SAO by Dave Darko. Very gorgeous, based on the TARS robot from Interstellar. Speaking of which, I did a little interview with Charlie Diaz, who made an actual TARS robot, like a pet size one, like the size of a doggy, that runs on a Raspberry Pi. Check out our shorts on Instagram and YouTube for that. This is the Sensor Watch SAO from Joey Castillo, and I think that I have to go to his page. He gave me a specific link during our cafe interview last week, where you can go find the programming info for that. I think it might be MicroPython, but check out the back on there. It says, display stuff by sending address, then up to 6 bytes to write to the display. And there's some example data, and there's all these different like little diagrams, and there's a QR code that links to the data sheet and tells you its I2C address as well. 0x3E in hex code. Very cool. All right. We've got 5 more to go. We have a couple from Thomas Flummer. We've got this badge, which fancy that. It actually has a place to put your name, and it actually can be used as an NFC badge or RFID badge, and it does actually function as you would expect a lanyard badge to work. It even comes with a little lanyard thingy keychain attachment that you can put on there, slash charm attachment. I'm not going to attach that right now, but yeah, you can program that to do cool little NFC stuff. We've got the SAOP, which does nothing. You can see it's literally just a bare circuit board, but it is so cute, and it pairs very well with the rubber ducky slash shark, and also there's a bathtub SAO somewhere that you can find. Look at its little face. Okay, let's see. We've got Han Solo in Carbonite, the Han SAO, and what is this? Manufacturing situation. Oh, it's hot glue from there. Okay, cool. For the shine through LEDs, which I went to the trouble of describing and pulled up the page for to show people what it looked like when plugged in. I didn't actually plug it in on stream before, so here we go. That's what happens when I'm like too excited about unboxing and too impatient to get to all the cool stuff. It's a really eye-catching and active badge, much more than you get from a still image. So there's more backlit LEDs on there, rear mounted, and you can see them here doing their thing. I don't even need to shade these. They're so bright. Super cool. That one is by Dave Darko, and you can find the link, of course, in the description to this video. Another quick connector on this one. You can hook it up there. It says, pull-ups on my PCB? Lots of memes on these ones. We've got a yo dog, and we've got a it's more likely than you think. Cool. Really? You want more? More LEDs? It says. Okay. 2 more to go. We've got another one from Thomas Flummer. I'm going to pull that one up on the screen here as well. We've got our list of them. Where's our little Blinky Loop SAO? That's the name. 12 WS2812s, aka NeoPixels, and an accelerometer. Ooh, okay. I'm excited to see how this comes out. Check out the beautiful little rainbow programming cable he's using there. Very cool. All right, time to plug this bad boy in. And then I'm going to stick as many as I can on at the end because maximalism. Here we go. Is it going to do stuff? Do I need to turn it on? Have I plugged it in wrong? All valid questions. I might have put that in upside down. Let's give it another try. It does. So the connectors have this little thingy on there for orientation. I know there's an actual name for that, but hey, it's 12:05 here. I got so excited. Okay, but there aren't actually those limiters on the badge itself, so it's easy for me to put it on the wrong way around. Okay, this one may not be programmed yet, So I might have to go and do some extra little hacks to get that running. But it's gonna look amazing once I do. Come to think of it, there is an image on the project page of how it is oriented. So let's have a quick look at that. You can see that there's this lanyard connector at top left in this image. And so that should be at top left. And that's how I've got it oriented here as well. However, we do not yet have function. So I'm going to come back and mess around with it a bit. No touch controls. Gingerly touching it to make sure that I'm not like gonna wreck it somehow. And let's just take another quick look at the back and make sure. Let's see. LIS 2DH ADR. Well, I'm going to look at the info page real quick. We're not going to linger on this. We've got one more left, which is the Skull of Fate. One of my faves. And I'm going to show you a couple more of my favorites. Motivated hacking. There is no microcontroller on this SAO. So it's vital that there's host support with some code running. Oh, okay. So maybe I have to program the badge to talk to it. Gotcha. Here we go. Controlling the LEDs from MicroPython on the Supercon 8 badge. I adore MicroPython. I yell about this all the time, but the reason that I love it is because it stores the code on your device and it shows up as a flash storage device, and then you just save the .py file and it's on there forever, which means that if you come back to your project after like 5 years, you don't have to go running around wondering what in the world you have programmed on there. You can just open up the file. If you want to tweak something, you can tweak one line of code and you just save it and it runs again. Oh, I adore it. You don't have to remember where you kept the file or what version it was or any of that stuff. Okay, finally, le pièce de résistance. We've got the Skull of Fate, and let's just get these all on the screen there. Han, get in there. This one will give me a tarot reading if I do it right. If I don't, then pray for me. Okay, so we've got... This one may also not be programmed, but let's double check. Here's our little info sheet. Once again, you can find the info, the link to this page for this in the description to the video. I'm going to triple check that I didn't plug it in wrong. With these 6-pin ones, it's a little harder to plug it in wrong because you do have 3x2 rather than 2x2. However, especially late at night, I'm very good at doing things wrong. So let's just give it another try. Oh, I do have a red LED going on here. And I do still have a light on the badge itself, which means that I haven't run out of battery. I'm going to see what happens when I push one button. Nothing. 2 buttons? Second button? Both buttons at once. Nothing. Okay. What is this red LED telling me? Are there any touch thingies? Does not seem like it. Okay. We're going to do some QA here. This looks like a microphone. Is that a microphone? Sure looks like it to me. And then we've got both the little cute RGB LED matrices on the front, and we've got some reverse mounted LEDs on the back that would light up each of these sigils. So let's take a look at the info page, and I'm going to see if I can figure out if I'm doing something wrong or it's simply not programmed yet. You can get it for $45 on Tindy, by the way. The skull has 2 modes. The default mode after turning on allows you to cycle... Did I not turn it on? Is there a switch? There are buttons on the back. Okay. There's 2 buttons on the back. Interesting. Glad I took a look. You can also see the chip antenna on there. Or rather the PCB antenna. Default mode. After turning on, you can cycle through the eye animations with the left button and optionally change the color of the LEDs with the right button. And then there is also tarot card mode, which I'm going to try and demonstrate for you. Cool. All right. Let's try this again, and I'm going to push more of the buttons because we love that. Now they are kind of... I gotta locate these with my fingers. Okay, we've got this and that. All right. So sort of behind the bottom of the chalice, and then sort of under his left cheek there. Or her left cheek. I guess it's his skull. Who knows? Am I plugging it in right? Yes. Okay. That does not seem to be it. Is that it? Maybe not. Let's have a look at some of the schematics, and I'm just going to triple check that there's not like a switch I'm missing. We also have a little micro USB here, which might be something that we need to do. It is written in Arduino. It has user 1 and user 2 ports to interact with the Raspberry Pi Pico wireless, which is on the host badge. Maybe I need to program the host badge. It's got a SAMD21 on it, though. It does have a microphone. And it's got a Hall effect sensor. What? This has so much stuff on it. It's an accelerometer, NFC and RFID chip we knew about, but like the microphone, the Hall effect sensor, which is basically like a magnetic field sensor, and an accelerometer as well? Quoi? Huh, that's so cool. This thing has so much built in. And now, just tell me, how do I turn it on? Because I am clearly not smart enough for this right now. Okay. So I might need to program the badge. But it itself is programmed using Arduino. Ha! This is cool. Interactive game, question mark. Here's the schematic from Ega. Cannot open that up as an image, alas. I'll just say PNG though. Give it to me. I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't use Hackaday that much. Oh, here we go. Demonstration video. Here we go. Moment of truth. Ah, it does require the host badge to do stuff. Okay. Aha. Although maybe it doesn't, because I'm not listening to this with sound. But it looks very intriguing. Okay, so those are all the SAOs that I could plug in. Now I'm going to plug in as many as possible. I'm also going to show you a couple more of my favorites that I didn't get to in the last video, which be sure to check out. There's so much more. There's so much more stuff that I like accumulated over the course of the weekend in trading for pins and trading for my own PCBs and stuff. And I'm going to bring a ton more next year because I want to trade for more stuff. That's a very rich trading culture at Supercon. Anyway, point being, watch the other video if you want to see lots more cool stuff that came from Supercon this year. I also got to play with this Etch SAO sketch badge, which was super cute. And I about flipped out when I saw that this is the last year's Vectorscope badge that they built the Etch-a-Sketch for, Hack-a-Sketch, plus the new SAO. Anyway, I flipped out when it turns out that you do, in fact, shake it to erase it. And that's just amazing. It's so cool. This is by Andy Geppert, the creator of Core 64 and Core 4 with core memory. So cool. All right, and then the other one, so I'll be releasing a little video of this. And then also there's a really cool little SAO that's a LoRa walkie-talkie with a little antenna. You can talk to other LoRa communication thingies over radio with this thing. Look at its cute little coil antenna. It's got a push to talk button on the side. It's so good. I'm gonna sign off because it is getting unreasonably late and I'm getting a little slap happy. But I'm really happy that we got to hang out and hack with some of these. I've been waiting for so long to just pull all this stuff out and play with it. So I think we'll skip the ones that don't really do anything right now and might require more input from me. So this one definitely seems to require me to do some extra things. This one, the little loop, blinky loop from Thomas, requires a little extra effort and input. But we've got Han Solo in Carbonite from Dave Darko. We've got the Hackman from Instant Arcade, aka Bob. We've got the Sensor Watch needs some extra TLC from me as well. We've got Tars, which is ready to go. I'll stick that down here. Haha. Will they work together? Let's find out. Ah! Close enough. Oh, I think I put it one thingy over from where it wants to be. These might interfere with each other. Also, how much juice can I draw at once? We'll find out. Okay, that one doesn't want to run right now, but that's okay. And then we've got our little touch circle controller with the LEDs that not only can you affect it by rotating with your finger, but you can also control this whole other SAO. Get that in the right spot. Oh, well, now you won't do it. Classic. I'm going to unplug these other ones and see what happens, because we only have so much juice that's coming from these two batteries. I'm going to unplug Han. Sorry, Han. And I just hit a button, which actually I'm not sure what that did. Haha, okay, cool. And we're going to unplug Tars. Sorry, Tars. We did see it working on its own, though, so that was pretty cool. Let me give it one more try. I think this is too much battery. But let's try one more time. Come on, do the thing. At least it did at the start of the video, but let's try messing around with the buttons. Well, clearly I did something special and managed to screw up this interaction for myself, but that's okay. Thank you for joining me on this journey with the whole Supercon experience this year. Again, the con was amazing. It's just a really amazing group of people, and I got to see a lot of people that I really respect. Missing some other people that I definitely respect as well. Lots of really cool people in this community. The hardware community has been my home for over a decade, probably around 15 years now. Yeah, I think I joined my first hackerspace. I helped found the Ann Arbor hackerspace, the AHA shop, aka All Hands Active, in I think 2009, which makes it 15 years as of 2024. So hey, cheers everybody, and hack on.